Welcome back to the high desert, everybody, and sagebrush shooting. Today, before we start, I just want to say thank you for all the help and support from friends, family, all you guys out there on YouTube. We're up over 120 subscribers. When I first started all this, I never thought I'd get anywhere near that number. So please, let's just keep it going. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Hopefully this video, we're going to get a lot more comments. Today, we're going to be talking about range bags. So we're going to get right down into it. But again, thank you. Before we start, Uno's out here with us. He's in a zoomy mode, so if you hear any ruckus, that's the ruckus we're going to describe. All right, so let's get back down to this here. Range bags, so you can get as expensive or as cheap as you want to go with this stuff. This bag right here was $20 at Bass Pro Shop. When you first walk in, them little bins they got, 20 bucks. I've seen some of these bags on YouTube that they're several $100s. It's ridiculous. You ain't got to do that. Spend the money on the guns and the ammo, guys. Okay. So starting off, got the Walker Sound Ear Pro right there. Really like those. I think those were between 30 and 50 bucks at Big Five. All right, let's get this open here. And here I got a pair of binoculars. I don't have a rangefinder, but these work just as good. Maybe not judge your range for you, but you should probably figure that out on your own. Okay. I don't have a price on those. Sorry about that. My wife got me that as a present a long time ago. Thank you very much, babe. On the top, before we get it open, got a couple cleaning rags, a couple extra pairs of foamies for the dude that shows up that wants to shoot with you and didn't bring Ear Pro around firearms because he's awesome like that. Okay. Every good range bag kit needs a knife. Maybe not that big. Maybe not that big. So this is all you really need, guys. Just a little pocket knife. Comes in real handy. Okay, there's some other ones come in handy too, depending on what you run into out there. All right, so I got the speed loader here. I got this one on Amazon. It's Up Lula. I don't know. Didn't really matter, but I got it because it can load 10 millimeter. And I absolutely love that round. I haven't done a video on that yet, but that's coming. So this does multi-calibers. And I think it was $35 on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Again, you don't need that, but I'm old. My hands don't work as well as they used to. And I got my tripod. We just recently did a video on that. Thank you for the support on that, guys. Appreciate it. And flashlight, in case you want to look down in the barrel. I got this at Tractor Supply, and there are little junk bins up front, but it works great. I think it was $5. And this one was the best price of all, free $99. At least that's what my mom paid for it. And she gave it to me. So, but this is a good kit for free. They got, several jewelers in there. They're Phillips and flat. A couple pairs of, or a pair of dikes and a pair of needle nose. I added this pair right here. And you got a pair of tweezers and some tips and a couple of sockets right there. Not bad. This is a nice kit, nice bag. That was from Boulder Station, Las Vegas. Okay, so moving on. Gun cleaning kit from Gunmaster. I got this at Walmart. It was about $25, and it's exactly what you expect for a kit at $25. Very basic and very all you need if you're out on the range. Anything more than that, come home, do it the right way, take it apart, and get it fixed. Okay, and moving down here. This is my action cam. Some of you guys probably figured out already I use a Insta360, and I have had no problems with that. I'll probably do a video on that sooner or later. I also have a GoPro, got no problems with that. But this is the kit that this came with. I think it's called the Action Kit or something like that. And the price is actually really comparable to a GoPro. That's a little cheaper, It works. It does what it's supposed to do. All right, moving on. And I don't have a price on that one either. You can look that, excuse me, look that up and find it on Amazon. That's where we got ours. That was, I think, a birthday present. And I keep a tape measure just so I can actually measure the groups. God dang, can't talk today. And tape, gotta have the tape. Gotta have the tape. I use basically a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard, and I'll put a little piece of tape on there, and that's my target. You ain't got to go out there and spend all kinds of money on targets either, guys. You know, there you have it. The ink pen will work. You know, piece of paper, put it up there, go for it. And I got a stapler so I can staple the targets to the mats they have at our public range when I do use them. Most of the time I just go for the gongs unless I'm really trying to dial something in, but yeah. Okay, my first aid kit. So actually this was a given to me. Dude had a whole stack of them, so he asked if I wanted one. Like, yeah, man, I'll take it. I don't know what the price of something like this would cost. I'm guessing probably between 50 and 70, and it does have quite a bit of stuff in here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, at least it's got enough in there to get somebody to the hospital. Hopefully that never has to happen, but things do happen. Okay, I also have REM oil. I use other oils too, but I like this stuff. I've never had a problem with it. Never caused anything to rust or soak up a bunch of dust or anything like that, like people claim. You know, you do you. I think it's all about how you store your stuff. Now here, I kind of repurposed this Bug Buster scope box to be my toolbox. So it works just fine for that. I got this Stanley screwdriver and tip kit. I got it at Walmart. It was $8. Not bad at all. And it's got just about all the star... Let's put that back up here for a minute. It's got about all the star tips you're really going to need, plus the hex tips. And a little bit more oil. That came with one of the guns. I figured it would fit in there just fine. And I got, you know, a punch. Use that quite a bit. And I got me 2 scribes. Here we go. Got 2 scribes. You'd be surprised how much you guys would use something like this. Okay, and then I got me a squib remover. And I got a little bit bigger star tip here that fits most of your scope ring stuff. All right, and this here is every single Allen wrench that I could possibly ever use out there on the range. It came with, I just kind of accumulated them. It came with all the scope rings that I bought and Picatinny rails and things like that. Just hold on to that stuff. You never know when you're going to need it. And I got a couple of sockets. These actually fit on that little Stanley guy over there. But yeah, you probably won't ever use these for a gun. If you do, I'd like to see what kind of gun that is. And this one here just wouldn't fit in the bag. A few more tips. And this kit came with a scope, but perfect for a range bag. Same thing. This, I think, came with a Picatinny rail. Still got a couple of little screws in there. Keep all that stuff, guys. You never know when you're going to need it. And I bought this on, oh man, I can't even remember the website I got this thing on, but this is my AK front sight adjustment tool. I do remember what I paid for that. I think it was like $40, I think. Works fantastic, in case you guys are wondering. And Picatinny rail. I ordered one on Amazon and they accidentally sent me a couple extra ones. Cool. Thanks, man. And a couple little more cleaning rags here. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, well, what about the guns and the ammo and stuff like that? Patience. Patience. Okay, so here we go. 200 rounds of ammunition right here. Fit right in there. And then up here is where, all right, we're going to try and get this here. All right, let me pause it and I'll get that open. All right, we got that flap open, so let's see what we got in here. Okay, so we can go ahead and close this and get that out of the way. So this is the bag that fits within the bag. Oh, what was the name of that? Allen. I got this little case at Walmart. It was, I think, $12. I got it on sale. And where's the zipper on this thing? Here we go. You guys really have no idea how hard it is to do all this one-handed. It really sucks. My camera dude's still asleep right now. All right, so you can get up to 4 mags in here. All right, so there's that. And then up here at the top, another zipper. And lo and behold, it will hold a full-size pistol. We got the Beretta in there, which was also a rad birthday present. Thank you very much, Mom. Got that from my 50th, by the way. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so all this stuff, guys, all of it, you fit right in here. And the bag's not that heavy. I think I measured it out at 20 pounds or so. It's not that bad. I'm saying you're going to go hiking with it. You're going from the truck to the bench, you know. So that's about it. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. And hey, Oons, what you doing, man? Yeah, thank you all for the support. We really appreciate it. Maybe one of these days we'll get ourselves a sponsor and we can, you know, get some more cool stuff out here to show you guys. But love you all. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Holla.